Multiplying fractions. This is your wrap-up practice. What I would like you to do is write down these three problems. Make sure that you leave some space in between. So write these three problems down and then solve them, and we will check them together. So pause the video, write, and solve. So for the first one, did you get that 1/6 of 180 students is 30 students? You should have. Let me show you one way that you could look at it. We could say 1/6 of 180, that translates to 1/6 times 180 over 1. When we multiply straight across, we get 180 divided by 6. And what you're going to do is divide like that, and you get, 30. So that's one way to look at it, just numerically. Or did you draw a picture, a fraction strip split into 6 pieces, and one of those 6 pieces would be 30 students? That's another way to look at it. Or did you simply just divide 180 into 6 pieces? 180 divided by 6 is 30 students. That's 3 different ways. Maybe there's another way that you could have looked at it. Let the problem make sense to you. For the next one, did you get that 2/5 of 30 apples is 12 apples? That's what you should have gotten. Let's look at a couple of ways. 2/5 of 30 means 2/5 times 30 over 1. Multiply straight across. 60 divided by 5 is 12. That's one way to look at it. Or did you draw a fraction strip with 5 parts? Each part gets 6 because 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 would make the whole. And then 2 of those parts would be 12 apples. Or did you say that 30 divided by 5, because we need 5 parts, is 6, and then multiply that by 2, so 6 times 2 is 12. That's just 3 ways to look at that one. Make sure you are understanding one of these strategies. Alright, and then for the last one, did you get that 14 students do not go to the assembly? You should have gotten that 14 students do not go, and let's look at why. So what I did is I took 1/3 of the 21 students, and those are the students who go, so 1/3 of 21 over 1, and I multiplied across, and I got 21 divided by 3 is 7, and then 21, take away those 7 students, leaves 14 students. That's just one way to do it. Maybe you took the 2/3 that did not go of the 21. Maybe you drew a picture. Let the problem make sense to you. Now I want you to pause the video, and I want you to write down these 2 questions and solve. Alright, did you get the final answer of 18 3/4 ounces? You should have. So I drew a picture. I have 3 tubes of toothpaste, 6 1/4, 6 1/4, and 6 1/4, and then I just added them. Maybe that's what you did. Let me show you something else. You may have also just multiplied 6 1/4 3 times. And what you're going to do is you're going to change this into an improper fraction. So you're going to do 4 times 6 plus 1 is 25. 4 times 6 plus 1 is 25. Keep the 4. And then times 3 over 1. And you get 75 divided by 4. And when we do that, we get 18 with 3 remaining. Now, there have been a lot of questions. Your whole number is 18. Your remaining pieces out of the total number of pieces. So 18 3/4. Alright, and then for this last one, did you get 23 3/4 of an ounce? What I did is I took 6 1/3 times 3 3/4 tubes. And I said 3 times 6 is 18, plus 1 is 19, all over 3, times 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15 over 4. Then you multiply straight across. 19 times 15 is 285. 3 times 4 is 12. Then you're going to divide. 285 by 12, and you get 23 with 9/12 remaining, and 9/12 simplifies to 3/4. You might need to watch this one again, but make sure you understand this one. And here is your last problem. Write this problem down. See if you can solve it. Hint, draw a picture. Okay, I'm just going to model this one as I go. Your friend, so you brought some money with you. Your friend to the mall. Your friend borrows 1/5 of that. So we're going to split that into 5 pieces. So your friend borrowed all of that. Now it says you spent half of your money on clothes. Now here's what's important. It's not half of the money that you had left. It's half of your money. So really what we need to do is split this in half. You could do it another way that I'll show you in a minute. So really, you spent all of this on clothes, which means that the way we want to show it is we want to take this part that your friend borrowed and show it right here. Because technically, this is what you spent on clothes. So then you spent the rest of your money on lunch. So this much on lunch. So if you spent $6.75 on lunch, how much did you bring to the mall? So all of this is $6.75. And if I take $6 and split that among 3 pieces, I get $2 in each. And then if I take 75 cents, I get, and split it by 3, I get 25 cents. So now I know that each box is worth $2.25. All of these boxes are worth $2.25. So then once you add everything up, you should get a total of $22.50. Now, one more way to look at it would be like this. You give your friend 1/5 of the money, and then if you spend half of your money, then that's going to be 2 1/2 of these. So 2 1/2 here. So that means that what you spend on lunch is 1 1/2 pieces. So what you're still going to have to do is split everything in half. And each of these pieces, so all of this is still $6.75. So now you're still going to split it. So now each of these pieces is worth $2.25. So that would be another way to look at it. Alright, so now I want you to study for your quiz. I want you to watch and rewatch this video, and I want you to review your notes and classwork.